So welcome to, I just almost tripped over my book there, to everybody joining live. There's a little cat running around that you might see. We haven't kind of let her out of this room yet, so it's not going to be every session, but you might see her pop up. Hopefully she won't meow. Anyway, I want you to bring along however you're feeling this morning. So I'm feeling a bit like that, and that's okay. That's why I move. And that's what I want to always welcome you to come along, no matter how you're feeling, because you're welcome here. And especially if you're watching on the recording, if you're feeling frazzled, come along, move with me, and we'll work through it together. So just standing up really tall, really thinking about length. If you think about nothing else today, thinking about length. And just sort of, rather than here, the difference between being here, as you can see, this posture and this posture is huge in terms of opening up through the shoulders, in terms of tension through your neck and your upper back. Actually, core, if you are standing more in this position, your core is already on. You're also not, if you're over tucking the glutes, that's not particularly good for your glute muscles, which can then impact your knees, all of that good stuff. So really focusing on standing tall, just growing a little bit taller through the body. Well done, everybody. And with that, we're just going to think about ribs softening in, those lower abdominal muscles drawing in. So everything is kind of wrapping around, making you feel supported from all sides. So that's how I want you to feel today. And then you're going to inhale, draw the arms up, turn your palms out, big circle, creak, creak, creak if you're me. That's it, opening up. So keeping that body quiet and taking up space in your living room, yes, or your kitchen, wherever you are practicing. 3 more. And 2. And 1, well done. Keeping those arms out to the side. I want you to really try and reach to each side of the room, and then keeping your hips where you are, you're just going to move side to side. Oh, I'm stiff. For 3, 2, 1, well done. Drop those arms, creep fingertips to toes. Just warming up that body. That's it for 5, and 4, and 3, 2, 1, well done indeed. Now walking, making sure your feet are hip distance apart. We're just going to play with a little bit of balance. I want you to come forward. You can crunch your toes up. So you're going to kind of meet your edge and then draw back, trying to keep all 4 corners of the feet on the floor. Just coming forward, matrix style, and then coming back. If you're too young for that reference, I apologize. Really good, coming forward, keeping that nice supported feeling across the ribs, across the lower abdominals. Well done, and now we're going to do circles around. Again, sort of imagining your feet are stuck to the mat. Meet your edge here, waking up the core muscles, and reverse. 3, 2, 1, well done indeed. And then all we're going to do is a little weeble. So you're going to lift your left leg, lift your right. Now if you're feeling really balanced today, you can go a little bit higher. If your hips are tight, just work with how you feel. For 3, 2, 1, and then you're going to balance on that left leg, and all we're going to do is soften the knee and lift, and lift. Hold on if you need to. For 3, and 2, and 1, and change legs. Again, soften that knee, make sure your foot isn't turning in, and lift. For 5, weight over the standing leg. 3, 2, 1, well done. Coming back, turning your toes out, and then forward. So nice wide stance this time, turning out, just opening up the hips, coming back forward, out and in, out and in. For 3, and 2, and keep them out this time. Have a look down, make sure they're even. Gonna tuck your tailbone underneath, and then send it back. Tuck underneath, untuck, tuck, untuck, tuck, untuck. Keep it tucked. Sit down. Exhale, draw up. So keeping it tucked, you're trying to think about tailbone directly going down towards the floor. Tuck. keeping the body nice and long. Just dropping those hips. For 3, well done. And 2, staying down, wide arms, well done. Lift one heel, lift the other. For 8, 7, everything nice and stable. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done indeed. Staying there, you're going to open up your palms to the ceiling, look up, and then turn your palms down, look down. Look up, look down, open up the chest, look down. For 3, and 2, and 1. Coming up, walking your feet in, shaking it off. Well done. Doing a little helicopter. Amazing job. For 3, 2, 1. Now you're going to come back to your plie stance. Have a look down at your feet. Tuck your tail. Now if you're feeling any knee issues or you just don't want to sink so low, stay nice and high. If you can come down low, fabulous. Interlace your hands behind your head. Press your head back into your hands. And you're going to go side to side. Now just try and make sure you're not coming forward. You're actively pressing your head back into your hands. For 6. And 5, well done. And 4. Keep breathing. 3. And 2. And 1. Oh, arms up, same thing. Palms up, look up. Palms down, look down. Up and down. For 5. And 4, well done. And 3. And 2. And 1. Lifting up, drawing your legs in. Amazing job. So just shaking it off. Maybe doing little circles with those wrists. And then flick your fingers at me, well done. We're going to do some inchworms, hence the wrists. So flicking those fingers, getting a little bit of activity through the wrists. Lovely job, really good. You're going to come to standing at the bottom of your mat. Think about that length. And also think about your posture. So head on top of the shoulders, shoulders on top of the hips, hips on top of the feet. Softening chin towards your chest, rolling down vertebra by vertebra. Taking your time, stopping where you need to, hanging out, maybe swaying side to side, then slowly drawing back up, bringing those hands to meet up and overhead, and we're going to go back down. This time you're going to walk out to hands and knees, half plank or full plank. So you're going to roll down. Remember, you can stay with a roll down and not walk out. You can come on to hands and knees, you can come on to a half plank position or a full plank position, and then walking back in and rolling up, hands overhead. You've got 4 more, rolling down, softening the knees, supporting yourself to come onto your knees, half plank or full plank. If you're in full plank, don't tuck underneath. Try and send that tailbone out a little bit more, drawing the belly in and up, coming back up and drawing up. 3 more. Really taking your time here. Ragdolling your way down, softening your knees, walking out into your plank, half plank or hands and knees position, and then coming back up. Well done. Just 2 more, everybody. You're doing great. Taking your time here. Just working the whole body today. You're always welcome to come down onto your knees. Just find what feels good to you. Rolling it back up. Last time, and remember, option to keep spine long. That's it. Really nice. And I'd rather you be here than here. So really think about that active plank. Almost beaming your chest forward. That's it. And then coming back up and rolling it up. Amazing job. So coming back to a standing position, we're just going to play with a little balance now. So I'm going to ask you to bring your weight over that left leg, softening your knees, spreading your toes, pressing more into the big toe and the toe next to it. You need to hold on, hold on. You're going to be on the tiptoe of your right foot. You're not going to sink into that left hip. You're going to try and have your hips even and think about that length. Very slowly, you're going to float that right leg up and you're going to hang out here And all we're going to do, now we've done this one before, is look over one shoulder, come back to center, look over the other shoulder, come back to center, just 2 more. Take your time. Last time. If you're wobbling, core is working. And a little bonus, you're welcome to come into a little single leg deadlift. That's it. And then place that foot down. Well done. Other side. Remember, you can hold on at any point. Have a look down at your toes, pressing into the big toe, the toe next to it. Soften that knee. Now you're trying not to be kind of sinking into that hip. Think about your hip bones. See if you can keep them level. That's it. Slowly focus your gaze on a point in front of you. You're welcome to focus on me. That's it. I like my arms out. You don't have to. Find your balance before you turn your head. Then you're going to look over one shoulder, back to center, look over the other shoulder, back to center, other shoulder. You're doing so well. Well done. 2 more on each side. If you're really wobbling, that means your core is on. So well done. I'm amazed how balanced I am. This is not normal first thing in the morning. Well done. And if you want a little bonus, coming into that lovely warrior 3 single leg deadlift and back down. Well done indeed. Okay, we're going to do a little plie action and then we're going to come to the floor. So I want you this time to have your heels together, toes turned out. Now, I was not a ballerina. I don't know if you can tell. If you were, you could do this a lot better than me. But all we're going to do is bend those knees. Now, when I bend those knees, I don't have a whole lot of ankle mobility, so I want to come up onto the balls of my feet, and that's fine. So all we're going to do is come down and up, then step wide, come down and up. Narrow, down and up, wide, down and up. Narrow, down and up, wide, down and up. Narrow, join me when you can. That's it. Wide, down and up. 2 more. Narrow, wide, narrow and wide. And then we're going to do exactly what I just did. You're going to go narrow to wide, to narrow, to wide. Well done. Keep going. Narrow to wide. How are we doing? Narrow to wide. Just do what you can. Tuck your tailbone and wide. Staying upright through the upper body. 3 more. And 2. Exhale to draw up. And 1. And you're going to stay in this plie. Sit down. Make sure your toes are both pointing out. We're going to go up and over just to one side. For 6. And 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Well done. Other side for 8. And 7. Sink a bit lower. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Now if you can stay down, do. You can come up if you need to. Lift and lift. For 8. 7. Try not to lift the hips. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Now you're going to squeeze up, squeeze the glutes, and squeeze those heels towards each other. Inhale, lower. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lower. Exhale, squeeze. For 3. And 2. And 1. And walk your feet in. And shake it out. And feel free to say anything you want, so you can curse me if you like. That's it. That was tough. You're doing a brilliant job. Fantastic. Now I want you to make your way down to a seated position for me. That's it. And sort of scooch towards the top of your mat. And I want you to lengthen your legs, flex your feet, and try and sit up tall. And just sit there for a second, sitting up tall, catching your breath if you're me. And then bringing your legs kind of more hip distance apart. Float your arms up and drop your shoulders down. Palms facing in, not like this. You can have them facing up to the ceiling if that's better. You're going to think about exhale. As you exhale, tuck your tailbone, slide your sit bones forward, round through the belly. So draw the belly in and up, and you imagine your head, you're going up and over a beach ball, and then you're going to roll back up. So you're going to exhale down, inhale to come back up and sit tall. Exhale to roll down, inhale to come back up and sit tall. You can hold on to your legs. Try and keep those feet flexed, keep active through the legs. Are we ready? We're going to do 8. Drop your shoulders, inhale through the nose to prepare, exhale, tuck your tailbone, rounding through the spine, rolling back, scooping the belly in and up, inhale back up. Exhale to roll down, looking down towards your belly, inhale back up. Exhale to roll down, inhale back up. Exhale to roll down, inhale back up. Finding your flow. Well done. And 3. Active legs. 2. And you're going to hold. So if you don't want to go down too low, don't. You're going to open up, say hello to me. Well done. Inhale. Close on the exhale. Inhale and exhale. Stop when you need to. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And coming back up. Bend your knees, bring them wide, sit up really tall. Fantastic job. And we're just going to go into a little mermaid before we go on to our backs. I want you to come into a Z sit position. Now, if you're not able to do this with your legs, you can kind of come into more side saddle, you know, with your legs stacked. So if you're not able to create this shape, just do what you can. And you're trying to get both sit bones on the floor. Mine don't really, this one doesn't want to sit on the floor, but do your best. Find your diagonal, and I'm on the tip of my fingers, so you can be the same, or you can come down onto your hand, on the palm of your hand. You're going to think about that big beach ball or that big teddy bear, and you're going to hug that beach ball, bring that top hand to meet the bottom hand, and then open up. I love this stretch. Hopefully you do too. And you're just doing what works for you. You're scooping the belly in and up as you round through the spine and then open up. It doesn't matter if this hand doesn't come anywhere near the bottom hand. General direction. Inhale to open, exhale to close. Where are those sit bones? Inhale to open, exhale to close. 2 more. And then use your core. So from here, use your core to come up and back down. Use your core. It's very different than pushing up. Exhale to draw up. So you're just tapping down. You're not pushing the ground away. Really good. Last time. Lovely. Now you're going to sit here, and if you, this is a bit of internal rotation. If you can, you're going to lift and lower. Now this is external and lower. Lift and lower. If you're not able to, just try. You'll be working those muscles by even trying. That's it, really good. And then you're going to lift this foot off the ground. Oh, that's hard. Oh, for 3. And remember, it's just attempting to, it's still working the muscles. Oh, well done. Very slowly switching those legs to the other side. This is my awkward side. I don't know if you have an awkward side, but just, yeah, no judgment of yourself. That's very, very common. And you're going to find that lovely diagonal, rounding through the spine and opening. So again, tip of the fingers or on the palm of your hand. Really rounding through the spine, scooping the belly in and up, opening and closing. Opening and closing. Inhale to open, exhale to close. Inhale to open, exhale, hug your teddy bear. Inhale to open, exhale, hug. 1 more. And remember, find that diagonal again. Now use those muscles. Oh, come up and back down. So you're not kind of dumping the weight, you're hanging out. Oh, use those core muscles to come up and back down. Well done. 2 more. So you're not pressing the ground away, you are very much using those obliques. Well done indeed. And then coming back up to seated position, you're going to lift and lower. This is much harder for me on this side. Lift and lower, so just do what you can. Really good. And then, oh, I can't even get that foot off the floor. Oh, just shows the difference between sides. But even attempting to lift that, you're working those muscles. Well done. Last time. Oh, amazing job. And then very slowly sitting up tall again, flexing the feet, taking a slow roll down onto your back or rolling onto your side and coming onto your back. Well done. Snuggle the shoulder blades into the floor, bring your feet wide, draw one leg in at a time, just swaying side to side, noticing how you're feeling. We're going to go into dead bug because it's a great exercise and you love it. But before we do, I want you to rock your pelvis forward and back. We're trying to find neutral pelvis. So that means where your hip bones are fairly level. So if you feel your hip bone side to side, you may have a gap underneath your lower back, you may not, but you don't want to be too imprinted and tucked if you can help it. If that works better for your back, totally fine, but you don't want to tuck your tailbone overly. You want to try and be in that sweet spot in the middle. You're thinking about that wrapping around sensation, your gaze is up at the ceiling, you're going to inhale one leg to tabletop, exhale the other. Now if that's too much for you, keep your feet on the floor. It's always an option. My knees are about a fist distance apart and I'm going to float my arms up. If that's already too much, you're going to place your feet on the floor. Work with your body. Everybody's completely different in this position. And I want us to work our brains. So we are going to inhale, extend your right arm away and your right leg. Same side and back. Just one side for 8. You can have that foot on the floor. And 7. And 6. And 5. And 4. Well done. And 3. You're doing so well. And 2. And you're going to hold it on the 1 for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Well done. Straight onto the other side. Inhale to open, exhale to close. You can have your right leg on the floor. Inhale to open, exhale to close. Inhale, left arm and left leg away. Exhale, draw back. Keeping the body stable. And back. Inhale and exhale. I've lost count. 4 more. Inhale, pointing your toes this time. Inhale, keeping everything stable. Inhale and exhale. 2 more. And then you're going to hold for 8, 7. Remember that foot can be on the floor. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your legs back. Slowly lower one, lower the other, lower the arms. Find your windshield wiper. Really good. I'm just going to do a little time check. So just finding your windshield wiper, drawing side to side, noticing how you're feeling. We've got 1 more, no more. You're doing so well. We're going to go back to our dead bug. So both arms up, either feet on the floor or both legs in tabletop. And this time you have an option to draw both legs away, both arms away. If that is not for you, you draw one leg away, both arms. So you can go inhale to open, exhale to close, or you can slowly draw both arms and both legs. Now this is very hard work. You can even bring your legs to the ceiling if that feels better for you, or you can just make it a tiny move. Let's go. We're going to inhale to open, exhale to close. Inhale to open, really strong in those core muscles. Notice any doming. Inhale to open, exhale to close. Now I'm not bringing my arms all the way back or my legs all the way forward. Just do what you can. You can keep the legs bent. Inhale to open, exhale to close. Remember, you can do one leg at a time. Inhale to open, exhale to close. Both arms are traveling away. That's it. Inhale to open, exhale to close. 2 more. Inhale to open, exhale to close. Last time. Well done. And then hugging your knees in if that works for you. Drawing little circles with the ankles in one direction and then the other. Or bringing the feet wide and doing the windshield wiper once more. Beautiful. Really good. Now from this position, if roll up is in your practice, you're going to extend your arms overhead and you're going to soften your chin towards your chest and slowly roll up. If that's not for you, roll onto your side. And we're going to come to a little seat. That's it. So sitting cross-legged, If you can, we're in a straddle position, whatever works best for you. And I want us to sit up really tall. So again, you're trying to beam your chest forward. Think about length, head over the shoulders, shoulders over the hips in this position. Well done. And just holding that position, really thinking about actively drawing shoulder blades towards each other. 3, 2, 1, well done. And then staying sitting tall, you're going to inhale, float those shoulders up. Exhale, release. 2 more. Last time. And I want us all to come to standing using the leg we don't normally. Now, I say this every week and I know it's incredibly annoying, but if you can, without your hands, come up onto your knees and then use the weird leg to come to standing. Now, if you need support, again, I just want you to use the other leg. Do what you can, keep practicing, and let me know how you get on. Once you're standing, I want you to just sway side to side and really relax through the arms, relax through the shoulders. We're going to finish with a little roll down. So again, head over the shoulders, shoulders over the hips, hips over the feet. Soften chin to chest. Really let the weight of your head draw you down vertebra by vertebra. Just letting everything go. Everything go. Notice how you're feeling in the body. Maybe draw a little circle with the nose. Open and close your jaw. And very slowly coming back up. Amazing job. Roll the shoulders and you are done for the morning. Amazing people. I'm going to stop the recording.